All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Like I said, it was just a quick little thing real quick. I wanted to make that own little video. It's own little thing, right? Baseball. So what I wanted to talk about, so on YouTube, right, earlier today, I was just kind of hanging out, messing around. And then I started watching clips of a guy, I'm pretty sure some of you might know him, called The Report of the Week, or Review Bra, as a lot of people call him. So I've always been a big fan of his videos. Dude's hilarious. Love his content, right? But his content, right, if you don't know who he is, he reviews fast food, right? Reviews fast food products, foods, things like that. Every once in a while, he'll kind of dabble in like energy drinks and things of that nature. So I was watching his videos, right? Entertaining, hilarious, love them. And it got me thinking, and this is something that I know, like I said with this channel, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell my opinions, how I feel about stuff truly. And everyone has their own opinion, so no need to get upset. It's one of those things, and I know a lot of people might kind of have similar opinions to me, right? Maybe not exactly the same, but similar opinions. So he reviews fast food, right? And that had me thinking, or remembering again, like, fast food is interesting in that it's very, very processed food, very, very unhealthy food. And it's one of those things where I believe fast food is killing people. And that's not exactly a hot take, right? That's kind of simple. And I'm not over here totally demonizing it, acting like I never touched the stuff, right? It's kind of like if you guys ever seen Liver King, the guy who works out, said he wasn't on steroids, but obviously it came out that he was. And that little clip where he's like, yeah, I always said I'm not going to touch this stuff, I'm never going to do this stuff, but I lied. That's kind of how I feel. It's like, I'm saying this about fast food, but I'll eat it every once in a while, right? I don't eat it every day. I don't even eat it every week. The way I kind of do things is I'll have a cheat day every 2 weeks. So that's when I'll have some fast food, whether it be pizza, burger, something like that. Even then, these days, I still try to control myself when I do. And it's interesting where I'm like, I understand, or it's kind of like weird, right? Some fast food places and some fast food items are extremely expensive these days, to the point where it's like almost rivaling like restaurant level prices. And it's also one of those things where I'm like, with fast food, I do understand. I'm not hating on people who have to eat it every day, right? Or I'm not even hating on people who do eat it every day, but don't have to. My thought process is I understand, like, if that's all you could really afford, because they do have, like, let's say dollar menus, value packs, stuff like that, right? To make it a little more affordable. And I understand, and I really feel for the people who kind of have to live that way. But to me, I believe the fast food industry is disgusting. It is disgusting. It is killing so many people. And I know you could be like, well, Alex, or, well, like Joseph, what do you mean? Like, how is it killing so many people? No one's like shoving this food in their mouth, right? Yes, no one's shoving it in their mouth, but I'm like, some people, like I said, it's the only thing they can afford, really. Or like they just truly do not have time to make actual food. And it's one of those things where everything has gotten so cheap. So like, how can we get the most bang for our buck, right, with these companies, where they just want to make something that is, I guess, edible for the cheapest amount of money possible. And it's honestly disgusting, right? Like, I feel so sad and so bad. Like, right, I used to work at a car wash, and I'd have to take out the trash, right? And in the trash cans, there was nothing but fast food boxes, fast food this, fast food that. And I'm like, dude, this is sad. Like, people having to live and eat this way. And, you know, like I said, I know this kind of conversation might rub some people the wrong way. Or, I mean, hell, let's say if you wanted to get really mad at me, you could be like, hey, Joseph, I mean, like, hey, this is kind of why S left you and left you high and dry. Well, I know that's not true because she shared the same exact opinion with me on this, which is why I know I'm not alone in these thoughts and opinions that I have on it. Ultimately, I think the fast food industry is disgusting. It's taking advantage of people, whether it be people who don't really understand, whether it be people who have no other choice. I think it's disgusting. I think fast food is death, essentially. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you. And even then, like, if you want to get into like the real nitty-gritty of it, not even necessarily fast food. You know how many stories I've heard of people outside of America who they'll eat the same exact things here in America that they did back at home, wherever they may be from, and they're gaining weight. They're gaining weight. They're unhealthy. But they'll go back home, eat the same exact thing, and they'll start losing weight, and they'll be healthy and feel healthy. Well, why is that? Well, I've also seen these things, I don't know if you guys have seen them, where you'll take a look at, like, let's say a box of cereal, right? Probably not the best choice for me to use here, but, you know, a box of cereal. Look at all the ingredients that's in it. Compare that to, like, a box of cereal or a box of oatmeal in somewhere in Europe, right? So much less stuff. The system here in America is putting absolute garbage into our food. Even like me, right? I'm not acting like I'm the healthiest guy in the world or like I know everything. But I'm over here, like, I'm trying to eat healthy, right, guys? Like I said, I'll have ground chicken, 93.7 ground beef. I try to get grass-fed, this and that. I try to eat, like, more organic stuff, vegetables, fruits, right? For more natural sugars and stuff. I try to eat healthy like that. And it's one of those things where I'm trying to eat healthy, but all these chemicals and different things that they're putting into our food, I can't get clean food anywhere, right? That's why you have a lot of people who do go for, like, grass-fed, organic. They go to farms so they can get it straight from the source versus having to get it through, like, supermarkets, things like that. Companies that are just going to pump it full of, like, steroids, pump it full of all, like, this, that, different chemicals, right, that are going to kill you in the long run and do who knows what to you. And I know I might sound like a conspiracy theorist to some of you guys right now, and you might be hating on me, but that's just my personal views and beliefs on that. It kind of disgusts me how the American food system is, where they're making us fat, they're making us lazy, they're making us complacent. And that's how they want it, right? They want it so we're like that. They want it so we're unhealthy and can't. I say this very loosely. I say this as a figure of speech. They want us so we can't fight back, so we don't want to fight back. They want us so we're just like cows on their farm, right? And you might say, who's they? Well, in my personal opinion, I believe that's the government. You know, and I know, I don't know if this video is going to get some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if this video is going to get some kind of shadow ban or might get me in trouble on YouTube just because I am kind of talking about this stuff. That's how I really feel. And, you know, it's just one of those things that makes me sad, right? That our own government will kind of do that to us. You know, and things need to change. You know, I know, kind of like before I was talking about the whole gym fad, right? That's a good thing, you know, even though it kind of annoyed me, right? Like, you got people coming into the gym kind of hogging us stuff up and everything like that. Ultimately, it's a good thing. People are trying to be healthier, right? Trying to live healthier. And I know that's one of the things where I feel like people these days are really kind of waking up to that. Where, like I said, they are searching for like organic stuff, grass-fed stuff, stuff from more farms, more natural, right? They don't want this processed garbage that we're getting. These chemicals pumped into our food and on our vegetables, this, that. They don't want that anymore. They don't, the times they are changing. And I'm happy about that, because it's something I've always kind of worried about, especially when I was younger. I was like, dude, things are not going in the right direction. And to me, it's like, in order to change that, it's going to take a while, right? It's not going to happen overnight. And it's one of those things, like I said, I try to be, or like someone could try to eat healthier and be healthier, but, there's no avoiding it really, right? I go to the grocery market to get my chicken. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know what they put in it. Honestly, I'm not going to look it up. And it's like one of those things too, right? Where I've always kind of felt this, right? And now we're going to be kind of veering a little bit, like, let's say a conservative and a liberal, right? And that's one thing that kind of tripped me out. And one thing I've been kind of seeing lately, where it's like, okay, typically, right, you figure someone who wants more organic, right? More healthier food, stuff that's healthier for you. You don't want to have to deal with all this extra stuff, right? You want to go to like a farmer's market, go to a farm to pick up some like grass-fed beef, right? Grass-finished beef. You've like in the past, right? It's always been kind of like, okay, well, that's like, what are you, like a liberal, like Democrat liberal? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But that's kind of how it was, right? Like kind of like hippie-ish almost in a way. But now you've seen it on the flip side, where a lot of conservatives now, conservatives, Republicans, whatever you want to go by. I'm not saying that's wrong either. Whatever you want to go by, it's kind of flipped that way, right? I notice a lot of conservative-leaning individuals who are into fitness and things like that want to try to be healthier, want to go to farmers markets, get organic food, not have to deal with all these weird things that they're pumping into our food, right? So it's always kind of tripped me out, or it's kind of tripping me out how I'm kind of seeing that now, kind of like a flip-flop, where I know for like people who typically lean conservative are doing things more typically associated with the left. And, like I said, I'm not going to get into politics or anything really like that right here. Either side you happen to view yourself as, or maybe you're neither, I don't know. And, that's up to you. All I know is I respect everyone. I don't care what your opinion is. I respect everybody. So that's always something that's kind of tripped me out. But yeah, long story short, I just kind of wanted to rant a little bit about how the American food system is killing us and the government is killing us because they want us complacent and they want us unfit to fight back. I'm saying this in a not literal sense. I am saying this, I can't think of the word at the moment. I don't mean it literally, guys. I don't mean it literally. They just want us to be complacent, is what I'm saying. I want to just kind of drop that right there. I do have a little bit of time still before I got to go and clock in for work, so I wanted to kind of throw something else in here. And I know this is going to be a bit of a heavier episode, right? My personal opinion on kind of how people are in society today, right? A lot of negativity. I think that's something everyone can agree on. I think something that really lacks this day and age is a sense of pride in terms of working, a sense of pride in terms of discipline and drive. I believe a lot these days, right, you'll meet and see people who have no drive, no determination. They don't aspire to do anything really great, right? Or like, let's say me, I work at a gym, right? And there are other coworkers of mine who they're perfectly fine just working that gym job. They're perfectly fine working that 9 to 5 every single day. 40 hours a week, grinding, right? Staying in that cycle, that hamster wheel, right? Running it. I'm not. Like I said, and I said this before in other videos, I know I'm destined to do something more in this world. I'm not destined for that 9 to 5. And I'm not going to let myself be doing that 9 to 5. I'm going to do something great. What exactly that is, I don't know. I just know that I'm not meant to do the 9 to 5. But also what I mean here is like when people do work, right? If they do work, they do it bare minimum. No energy in it. No love, no care in it. For me, if I'm working, I strive to give it 100% of my power. I strive to go above and beyond. Why? Not for praise or anything. I strive to work hard and to be a model employee for myself. I strive in any business that I work at to continue going up. I want to get the highest position I can possibly obtain at any place that I work. And I'm going to give every single job 110% of my energy. Anything I do, like I say, if I were to go out and mow my lawn, right? Mow my lawn. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, okay, I got to mow my lawn, I guess, and then do it, pardon my language here, guys, and not do it half-assed. I'm not going to do it like that. I'm like, okay, well, I got to mow my lawn. I don't want to mow my lawn, but I'm going to do it. So there's no sense in just wasting my time and doing the bare minimum for it. If I'm going to be out there mowing my lawn, wasting that time and energy, hey, I might as well be giving it my all, right? Do the best job I possibly can. And that's what I take with me into work. Anything that I do, even if it's just go clean the bathroom, Joseph, I strive to clean that bathroom the best anybody has ever touched it. Like I said, I don't want to just be a regular 9 to 5 worker. I don't want to be just working at this gym that I work at, right? I want to do more. I will do more. And I'm not going to stop. Like I told you guys the other day, I do have plans kind of setting up. Hopefully I'll be able to get into that. But if not, if for whatever reason those plans fall through for a career that I'm trying to build for myself, I have backup options. I have other things planned out to reach the goals that I want to reach. And, I have some really, what some might say, lofty goals for myself, right? I don't believe it is. I believe it's one of those things you set goals for yourself. Might sound crazy to others, but you got to go after them. You can't stop. If you let fear of failing stopping you reaching your goals and your dreams, they're going to remain dreams, guys. You got to go all out for them. You can't stop. If you fail, hey, pick yourself up by your bootstraps, get back to it, get on it, right? Anyone who's successful, for the most part, has failed many times, guys. Like I said, I feel like too many people these days are completely fine just being complacent, staying in their regular 9 to 5 jobs, right? Or maybe they aren't, but they don't really want to put in the work to attain anything greater. And that's really what I'm talking about here, guys. That you have to, if you feel like me, where you're not meant to have this regular 9 to 5, you got to put in the work for it. You got to put in the work to make your dreams a reality. Sounds cheesy, but you got to put in that work. You got to be afraid not to fail. You can't stop no matter what. And I won't stop. I'm going to be, like I said, I know you guys might be checking out these videos. I just seem some like random person on YouTube or some random, you might think I'm a crackhead now, right? Conspiracy theorist, Alex Jones, now because of this video, but I guarantee you guys will see me in the future. Not even on YouTube, somewhere else, right? I'm going to be big. And I know I will. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work my tail off to get where I want to be in life. And it's one of those things, right? Like if you ask anybody, like any of my family members, anybody who knows me, what do I do all day, every day? I work out for 3 hours and I work. That's all I do. I don't spend money on myself frivolously, right? I don't go crazy with my money. I save everything that I have. I work for 3 hours, or I work out for 3 hours, and then I work for 8, typically. Obviously, with my job now, it's a part-time job, so I'm not working the 8 hours, but right, that's 12 hours right there. Because of my fitness, I like to prioritize sleep as well, so I get at least 8 hours of sleep. That takes up a good chunk of the day. You got the 8 hours right there, the 8 hours working, and then the 3 hours working out. So I only got a few hours left. Well, what do I do with that? For the most part, I use it to kind of unwind, right? Kind of get myself focused on what I want. And it's one of those things where it's like, just slipped my mind what I was going to say. But yeah, like I said, I feel like we need more people in this world. And I know there are people who feel like they're not meant for that 9 to 5. Me too. I don't feel like I'm meant for 9 to 5 either. But we need more people who are willing to put in that work to get to the point and attain the dreams they want to attain. Too many people, I feel like, are complacent with just like regular 9 to 5 jobs. And that's kind of sad in my opinion, but if they're fine with it, they're fine with it. I feel like a lot of people lack work ethic. They don't like to work, and when they do work, they don't work hard. That's something I've kind of like growing up was always instilled with me. If you do anything, give it 100%. Work hard, right? That's how you're going to make it in this world. Work hard. And that's what I've been instilled with. And that's what I take with me all the time. I will work hard always. I will never stop working hard. And I will attain the dreams that I want to attain and make them a reality. Like I said, you guys are going to see me, not on YouTube, somewhere in the future, where I'm doing big things. And you can be like, that Joseph from YouTube? You know? So, I don't know, guys. Kind of my thoughts and opinions just right here, spewing a little bit before work. And, you know, like I said, you guys might think I'm a little bit cracked out conspiracy theorist, nut job after this video. But hey, I'm just being me. That's what I was saying with this YouTube channel. I'm gonna be me. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. You know. And like I said, like I want to bring this up too, because it kind of popped in my mind as well. You know, I say a lot of people are content with the 9 to 5 jobs. And it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not mad at you, obviously, if you are. But in my personal opinion, I don't believe people should be working 40 hours a week. I don't believe they should. I believe the system got kind of set up that way just to kind of obviously milk people dry for production. They want both mother, father, father, whatever it is. They want them to both be working 40 hours a week. So then the government, the schools and everything like that are having to teach our children, indoctrinate them, brainwash them, right? So it's all set up, all part of the plan, guys. They want us working. They want us to live, to work, and they want to teach our children and brainwash them with the same exact thing, with their own thoughts and ideals. And like I said, oh, who's doing that? The government's doing that. And like I said, you guys might think I'm crazy, conspiracy theorist. You guys might not like me anymore. But like I said, I come on here and I'm going to be truthful. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It's my opinion. I think the government wants everybody working 40 hours a week, 40 hours plus a week. They want us working our lives away to not even make a decent living in this world. That way we can all be away from our homes and they get to teach our children whatever they want to teach our children, which is disgusting, obviously. I won't really go into this right now because I only really got a few minutes before I got to go, guys, but I guess you guys can kind of figure what my belief is on the school system as well. I think it is absolutely ridiculous. I believe every child should be homeschooled. But I'll kind of leave it at that, guys, right? I'll probably drop another video maybe tomorrow talking about that. Like I said, I'm sorry if you guys don't like my opinions or beliefs. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I just ask you guys that you please respect my opinions and beliefs. Just like me, I don't, if I don't agree with your opinion or belief, not everyone has to agree, guys. You can disagree, but still treat everybody with respect. No reason for hate, man. You got to keep love in your heart. I love everybody. I don't care political leanings, race, religion, whatever it is. Rich, poor, I do not care, guys. I love everybody. Treat everybody with respect. I want you guys to stay safe. I might make another little clip after I get out of work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel and what's going on. But if this is all it for today's diary number 7, January 17th, I believe. Don't exactly remember which day it is, guys. I'm sorry about that. But if it is the last part for the day, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I might make another little clip later. See you guys. Stay safe. Stay cool. If you ever need to get in contact with me, Instagram, TikTok, down below, comments, whatever you want. I'll see you guys. Have a great day. You're not alone. I'm here for you now. Love you.